Most libertarian society probably was in the United States, and we've had the greatest prosperity than any country in the world. In the last 70 years, of course, we rejected libertarian views. You can't have a government like this without an income tax, but we don't want a government like this. This is not the kind of government that was designed by our founders of the country. It's not what was written in the Constitution. We've only had an income tax since 1913. If you want a welfare state, and if you want to police the world and pay for the defense of Japan and Germany, you not only need the income tax, you need the Federal Reserve to print up the money when the deficit is accumulated. So we think the government should be much smaller. If government is small, then you don't need an income tax. The income tax only covers 38% of next year's budget. But we have a growing number of people in this country who are starting to realize that even if they might not agree with us on our moral principles and the Constitution, they might agree that economic law says we can't afford it any longer. So the young people, there aren't enough young people to pay for this type of government. So the type of government we have today is coming to an end. Because the income tax only covers 38% of next year's budget. Maybe you'd have a national sales tax. Maybe the states would raise the revenues. Maybe we would have so much tax per individual. Maybe there would be an import tax. There would be something other than the personal income tax. There are 38 million people today that have no health care after the government's been in health care for 45 years. If you want to look at health care when government really controls it, go to the Indian reservation. Worst care in the world. Go to the VA hospitals. We spend a lot of money on health care, the government today. The price has gone up, the quality has gone down, the distribution has been eliminated. There are more people without health care now since the government's been in the business. How do you deliver bread to poor people? How do they get bread? They work and they go out. Services and goods in a free society are delivered by the marketplace, but not by government. Now, if you think government is supposed to deliver all goods and services, you have to join a philosophy called welfarism or socialism, and we, of course, reject it for moral reasons, for humanitarian reasons. We believe the best distribution is done under a free market. They're all a result of government. Government inflation, government deficits, government programs, but I don't have the right to steal from you because somebody out in the street needs your help. You have an obligation personally to help them, but I don't have the right to interfere with your right to take something from you and deliver it to somebody out on the street. And you have to remember, there are more people on the street today without homes, without medical care since we've been in the business of welfare. So if we want to eliminate most of the people who are in need, you have a free market system. But the question is still legitimate because there'll still be some people who will have need. Our answer to that is it has to be taken care of through voluntary means, never through coercion, never through force. Security, the people should know the truth, that it's bankrupt and that young people won't get anything, and that therefore we should start to privatize it. 70% of our military money is spent overseas subsidizing rich allies. It should be spent on the defense of this